Alafia, aho, ase, namaste, and thank you for watching Shadow of Wolves. In blessings to all of you, a lot of people requested for a part 2 for clarification where their warriors are concerned. What have you received? How do you take care of your warriors? Mafedefun Orisha, in blessing. I'm glad that you're able to join me on this channel so I can explain to you everything little by little and bit by bit. For those of you who have not subscribed, please subscribe, share, comment, like, and that also helps for the algorithm to continue so that I have the blessings of continuing to teach. Now, you have received your warriors. Ache. Please also refer to the first segment of this video about warriors. Now, once you have received your warriors, clearly so, you should have Elegua, if it's coming from an All Orisha, your Padrino, your Madrina, your Obadiate. We're going to start with that first. Elegua, Oggun, Ochosi, Osun, with blessing, okay? Coming from Ifa, with all blessings, my Fedefuna Orumilla, you should have received Eshu Oggun, Ochosi, Osun, and Orumilla. Iboru, Iboya, Ibosheshe. Now, let's continue. What do we do with our warriors? How do we begin? Warriors are really a beautiful, beautiful selection to your house, and it also helps you with stability. But does everyone need to receive warriors? How do you know you need to receive them? Was it marked for you in a reading when you went to your babalao or your madrina that's crowns or your padrino that's crowns or your oba oriete? Not everything is meant for everyone to receive. However, the blessing of warriors continues with the strength of Elegua. So those of you that are new to my channel, welcome to Shadow of Wolves. A little bit about me. I am a daughter of Ochosi. I'm crowned Ochosi. My mother is Yemaya. I'm born from Ochun, Mafedefun Orisha. There are different paths that I have and different religious sectors of initiation. We are staying with Orisha, and blessings to my beautiful guardian angel, Ode Mata. Let's continue. Now, you are coming home with your warriors. What do you do at the door of your house when you're going in with your warriors? If they are not received in your house, they are received in your godparents' house, you have to bring them into your house. So please follow the advice of your own Ile. Thank you. Please do. So you owe me two to the floor before they come in. Refresh your floor. Let them know that they're welcome in your house. Even if it's something simple, if you say, Omi tutu, ona tutu, tutu ladoye, tutu ile, tutu amo, ariku babawa. And then you could say prayers to Alo Dumare, Alofia, Lorun, and so forth. But refresh the floor. You are bringing in queens and kings energy from slave trade that traveled all the way from Africa to reach the United States, Cuba, Puerto Rico, Brazil, Trinidad, you just name it. So when you are refreshing the floor, you bring in your Elegua first. So let's talk about Elegua. Always try to make sure, in my country, we call this a calabash. You make sure that you have a jicara, okay? That's very natural. Jicara also neutralizes poison. So now you have welcomed them into your house. Elegua is the first Orisha that we always give homage to. Now, if received from Ifa, in your case, it would be Eshu. Fine. Make sure that you hold them tight and you show them around each part of your house so that your Elegua or your Eshu connects with you with all blessings. Where do they live? Normally and rightfully so, they are supposed to live at your front door. Some people have, they're not in a good way where they cannot have their Orishas at the door because a lot of families may not embrace their African spirituality and beliefs, or they may not have the space. Where you know it is comfortable for your Elegua, we're starting with him, or Eshu to be, try to make it at your door. If you cannot, Put him in a safe place, but he is always on the floor as he works with grounding and strength. He is a warrior. Not only is this the year for Elegua and for Oya, Ache, but also in understanding they are warriors and guardians of the door. So let's continue. Elegua's number is number 3. Okay, also number 21. He has so many different paths. Your path may be Laroye, Eshu Alawana, Badalaki Ki. All the Eleguas that you receive are beautiful. You may have an Echu B. Do know the nature and the path of your Elegua or your Echu so that you can work with them. Please do not forget about them and just leave them behind completely. 1 week, okay, you're on vacation or you're working, but even if you blow rum, what does Elegua love? Elegua loves what we call OT, rum. You can drink it. If you're over 21, don't swallow it, blow it out. Do not spit on Elegua Eshu, please. If you are uncomfortable with that, take a little bit and pour it, but the Ache comes from your breath of life that God, Olodumare, has given us. Continuamos, let's go. So now you have blown rum on him. You could take a little bit of what we call epo, which is red palm oil, and you can rub him, make him feel comfortable. This is the perfect time for you to bond with your warriors, okay? What does he like to eat? Well, Elegua, he loves a really, really good party. He loves candy, popcorn. He loves what we call toasted corn. Some people say maíz total and so forth, or aguado. In understanding that the toasted corn is a blessing. He also loves popcorn, believe it or not, yes. And guava and fruit. He will appreciate what you can give him. People often ask, what religion is most powerful? Is it Palo? Is it Orisha? Is it 21 Division? Is it Voodoo? The power is in your belief and the love and the faith that when you have received whatever you have received, it stands behind you. I could have a glass of water and pray to that water every day and it will be charged. Same thing with you. So moving right along. So I am speaking on behalf of Lucumi Santeria. So let's continue on. Now, if you have questions, please refer to your Ile. Many people who have come to me in blessing for reading has turned and said, oh, well, the people I received this from, they didn't teach me anything, or I didn't learn. Well, dang, man, listen, there's too many videos for you not to make an excuse, including this one, to listen or to read. I'm going to show you one of my recommendations, to read, to study. You shouldn't jump into something if you don't know what it is, okay? I'm not going to say, okay, I need to receive a spirit of whatever name, and I don't even do some kind of study to understand how to take care of that spirit or who that spirit is. So now moving right along with Elegua, he is not only the road opener, he can open and close the roads justifiably. It has nothing to do with the human beings and how they feel towards you. So please do not feel bad if you have separated relationships with your godchildren or godparents, or someone has passed away. The Orisha will judge you based on your pure heart, what we call Okan, and based on your energy. So now in going over that, do know that Elegua is a trickster, okay? I did share, and I make sure I have my notes so I don't forget anything. I did share with my TikTok platform how I was told before I got crowned Orisha, Maferefun Ochosi, and I was told I was going to win the lotto. You know, it was a beautiful reading. You know, this Santero, he read me with the shells, and he said, when you're going on vacation, Elegua says to play. How about it? I did win, but I won $3. This is the energy of the trickster. No matter what he gives you, how much he gives you, always be an appreciation. The most frowned upon thing is to see people that do not appreciate the little that they have. Even if you have a plate with rice and you got something to eat, you got a roof over your head. Maferefun Elegua, every day in your life, Maferefun Eshu. It's not the energy of the padrinos or madrinas or the godparents, wherever you received it, to dislike you or like you. The judgment belongs to you. Now, those of you who are elders who have children that you could be crowned Elegua and you feel like the godchildren, they didn't appreciate. Do know that Elegua sees your strength and he sees your love. We don't run around chasing our godchildren, or we don't curse them because they decide to go their own journey. Vice versa. We always do everything from our heart with love and with blessing for each godchild or godparent that has been in our life. Continuing on. Now, in understanding this, do know that Elegua's main day is Monday, Numbers 3 and 21. Some people are religious and doing this like every Monday, and my hat's out to you. You are amazing. So when you stick with that dedication, you will continue to have your ashe with blessing. Now, moving right along, let's talk about Oggun. Ooh, Maferefun Oggun, Ache Oggun. Oggun is the Orisha that will fight for you in many battles if you are doing what's right. So why do we receive these warriors? Not only is it through readings and recommendation of our godparents or a reading, but Oggun will always make sure to take care of you. People often ask me, who is the Orisha for money or for luck? Well, they all are, but Oggun is the Orisha that will bring you work and will give you blessing. You just have to recognize it. The very phone that you are using, Maferefun Oggun, because Oggun is not only the blacksmith. Oggun is not only the Orisha that runs the trains, the planes, the motorcycles, your car, everything. The mint factory where all the coins are coming from. His number is 7. Thank you very much. His number is 7 with blessings to Oggun. He will always clear your way and open your roads. Don't feel like because you're having a bad month or a bad year that it's the Orisha's fault. Number one, you do get an Odu when you get either, if you're going to receive warriors, you get a sign when they throw Obi, Alafia, Okana, why, whatever it is for you. Remember what they told you and follow the advice when you were standing there to receive your warriors in Orisha. So not everything in life is perfect. Remember, things go up and they go down, and they do test your faith. Ache? So now, let's see what else I need to tell you about Oggun. Okay, so Oggun, when you receive him, he will be received in what we call a black pot, a cauldron, okay? Normally, we start off with 7 tools and an otan, a stone. Okay, these are consecrated not by anyone that is not crowned. These are consecrated either through Ifa, if that's the route you're going, or through Olorisha, okay? Obariate is consecrated. We cannot make our own Orishas. Moving right along, we don't make altars to Orishas. We don't Catholicize or put Oggun on a table with a candle and, oh, we don't do that. That belongs, with all due respect, to Christianity, spiritual table, and so forth. Orisha goreros are goreros, and they need to be respected as that. And we need to sacrifice to receive them the right way. Continuing on in understanding the energy of Oggun, who never sleeps and will always be by your side once you are in the right and so forth. They are also very forgiving, but when you do things that are intentionally wicked or evil, that is your problem between the Orisha, not theirs, not mine. So understanding the energy of Oggun, a very mystical, powerful Saint Peter. Let me remember his day for you. Okay, Tuesday. A lot of people think it's Monday. Elegua is for Tuesday. Oggun and Ochosi is for, Elegua is for Monday. Oggun and Ochosi is for Tuesday. Tuesday is the day of being victorious, in victory, and being strong. Do understand that you don't say, oh, how do I pray? What do I do? How do I pray? Listen, you see, sometimes I can't even pronounce things the way I'm supposed to. I don't care because they know my heart. If you can understand me, that's good enough for you. I understand me, and whoever this needs to be conveyed to, it will be conveyed. So do know that Oggun and the Orisha look for your love. He loves mangoes. He loves watermelon to cool him down. Ogun is the Orisha of war. So you have to be careful in how you are working with Ogun. You blow your rum, the ache comes from your mouth. You pray first to Olodumare, Olofi, Olorun. Pray to your ancestors in Egun. Pray to Elegua and then Ogun, Mafedefun Ogun. He also loves Epo, which is red palm oil. He also loves Oti. He loves his rum. He also loves cigar smoke. I am speaking on behalf of Lucumi and Santeria with all blessing. Now, Ogun is also an Orisha that is very, very strong and just. I have to share this with you guys. I've been seeing things on YouTube and different arguments between Santeros and this one is bashing this one, and this one is putting the other one down, and it hurts. It's very sad. When they are speaking about someone, you cannot judge anyone, because the reason why I'm telling you this, because I love my shirt, so I gotta thank you to my goddaughter with all blessing. There is a sign within Ogun, and it's a number 3, and it is called Ogunda. Now, Ogunda, Mafedefun Ogunda, it can come in what we call Osogbo or Ire. So when you're hearing someone bashing another Santero on the internet and they're going crazy, it doesn't mean that everything that you hear is the truth. Now, my channel is not that big, so I'm not speaking about myself. I'm speaking about what I've been seeing. It's very hurtful. With me, if I don't know you personally, I didn't see you doing these things, I don't have no judgment. So in blessings to Ogunda, you can't say, oh, this guy, this famous guy that's on the internet, on YouTube is doing this and how do you know? Were you there? Okay? You don't want to pick up that energy of a Sogbo of Ogunda, because when the time comes, Ogun's wrath, and whoever, you don't know who that person is being protected by, what Orisha, he will tear you up. So mind your business, right? And do what you have to do to make your life right. Take care of your own Orisha. Now let's continue. Mafedefun Ogun. Now you know that he loves yams. He loves Epo. He loves fish. He loves all that stuff. Palm wine. Some of us even give Ogun the Jamaican rum. You know, that's up to you. Once again, you have to be over 21. Something just came over here, which is a little weird. Over 21 to be able to do this. So if you have a parent with all blessings they have Santo made, you ask them for help. Respect your Ile, please. The worst thing is to be a hopper and all of this stuff. And especially once you get crowned, you need to have faith in your crown. You walk your own path. Continuing on, let's talk about Motupwe Mafedefun, my father, Ode Mata Ochosi. In blessings to Ochosi. In blessings to the king of the arrows, the one that his beat never misses. I wanted to pull my arrows out for you from my pot to give you an idea so you know Ochosi's arrow, okay? This is just to give you an idea. In blessings to Ode Mata, Ochosi is the Orisha of justice. Do not come to him if you already know that you were in the wrong, or you already know that you did something to try to revenge someone. Come to Ochosi being humble and clean with a pure heart. The Orisha is beautiful. They are not to be feared like that. They need to be respected, not feared. We need to also respect those that have the Orisha crown in saying Alafia bendición. I do it to every single elder that I talk to, either on text message or phone, because why? It is their Ori, Mafedefun Ori, that gives them the seat of the subconsciousness that is built with their Orisha. Moving right along, okay, I don't want to keep you guys too long, but I want you to understand the energy of what you received. Ochosi loves anisette. Okay, people are now tabooing and saying, oh, don't give him rum. Yes, you can. My father is a warrior. Okay, if you don't have anisette, you can blow rum. Mafedefun Ode Mata. So in understanding the energies of Ochosi, not only is he very mystical and he works with Osai, and he's a very, very powerful medicine medicine Orisha, and he works with powders and so forth. May Ochosi always give you guidance. Ochosi is also love in Candomblé, but I must speak for Santeria with blessings. Ochosi, not only do we recognize him on Tuesday in the Day of Victory along with Ogun, but Ochosi will also help to clear your path. He is also has the energy of shamans, okay? So sometimes people get confused when they see the bow and arrow and the deer. Because it is very heavily related in the United States to those of indigenous people. Turn to Ochosi when you need protection for your children. He is the owner of meals. So when a child of Ochosi comes to you and comes to your house and brings food, even if it's a pizza, that is the ache of Ochosi coming to your house. When you sit down and you're eating your food, Maferefun Ochosi, he is the Orisha of the great hunt. He hunts not just prey, not just evil, not just enemies. He hunts your happiness. He hunts for food. So every little bit of food and drink, Maferefun Ochosi Odemata. Now, let's see what else I need to tell you. Okay, so Ochosi, he loves almonds, okay? A lot of us who are crowned Ochosi, we normally have him sitting on the almond stool. That is very rare. It is very powerful. It is very sacred. That particular almond stool works with the energy of Ochosi Odemata. So those of you who have Ochosi, now please, I don't mean spiritual, work into receiving your warriors and your energies of your guerreros, okay? We give it to him in a jicara, all right? And you can cut up some almonds and put it with anisette and water, or you can do this with giving it to him in a jicara with some rum. He loves almonds, he loves grapes, he loves fruit. He will appreciate what you do from your heart, okay? And do not underestimate Ochosi. He is also the Orisha of life as there is death. He does not play. So if I know, like I did something wrong or did some kind of imperfections, I come straight to Ochosi and I'm clear with him. Meaning that, say for example, I got into an argument with somebody and I know that I should apologize, being human. Just an example. Ochosi will see that because you have to be humble. You recognize anything that you've done wrong in any capacity. It could be that you've been in Publix and you eating grapes or you taste the cherry and stuff. It's still a form of stealing. So just remember that. So understand the energy of Ochosi. All of your Orishas need to walk around your house. Ochosi's arrow needs to be towards your front door when you receive him. Okay? When you receive Ochosi from your padrino, your madrina, from your babalao and so forth, remember, simply he lives in the cauldron, in the black pot with Ogum. Therefore, you will have two otans, two stones. I'm not giving all the secrets, but people need to know because people have come to me to have to get things fixed. So I'm going to tell everybody that's listening, it has to have the two otans in representing of Ogun and Ochosi, and Ochosi is the arrow. That's all you need. You can reinforce your Orisha as time goes by with blessings of your Ile. Respect your Ile. Ask your padrino, your madrina, your babalao, your luo, your oba, okay? Now, do understand now we're going into Osun. Wow. Thank you for taking time and understanding this video. I will also show you a recommendation of one of the books I absolutely love that will take you less than 2 hours to read. Okay? So let's continue on now. Osun, and blessings to Osun. Osun is the Orisha, okay, that will give you stability. Do not blow rum on Osun. In my house, as I am the madrina of my house, we don't put Osun on the floor. We put him high up in a cool place so that he can watch. He is the watchman. Osun is very, very delicate in working with the energies of our Ori, of our Orisha in the spiritual frame. So when you receive Osun, you can put a little, you can offer him a little cascarilla. You can also offer him what we call Ori, which is cocoa butter, okay? You can also offer Osun fruit. Please be very careful with Osun. If he falls, you have to. If you received him from your padrino of Ifa, call him right away and tell him your Osun fell. If you received him from your madrina and your padrino, you must call them right away, God forbid, and tell them that your Osun fell, because Osun is very delicate and we have to respect Osun. He is the watchman. He is going to warn you about danger. Now, let's see. I have story time for you. Besides the favorite food, which I went over of Osun, cocoa butter, fish, honey, hutia. They all love hutia, by the way. Toasted corn, cascarilla. Now, I remember I was traveling and I was always driving really, really far, almost every day. I won't say where or what. And I felt danger. I really did. And I said, what is going on? Why is it really hard for me to get to this place? Why is it wherever I look, there's always something that just doesn't seem right? Well, I had a dream. And when I had this dream, I dreamt that Osun was on fire. Deep, right? And this is the honest to God truth. Actually, there were 3. So when I consulted and I asked an elder, they told me that that means death. So guess what I did? I didn't go back. You cannot blame, when Orisha gives you warning, you cannot blame that Orisha if you don't listen. Once again, if you don't listen. Now, so do know, let me pick him up again. He represents the 4 columns, of your home, even if it's your room, even if it's your car, of your spiritual frame. Your car has 4 wheels. You have 2 arms and 2 legs. Some of you with God blessing, okay? And even so, the buildings that you go in, he represents the 4 columns. These bells represent the cardinal points. He is the watchman. So we have to really respect Osun. Now, let's continue as we went over the 4 winds and the power of Osun. Mafere fun Orumilla, Iboru, Iboya, Ibosheshe. In blessings to Orula, Orumilla. Now, when you receive your Batea de Orula, you must stay close and respect the sign that you received. If you have questions, you need to ask your Padrino of Ifa. Your madrina or your padrino should also be there in representation to you when you receive Orumilla. Who can speak for Orumilla? Ifa is self. Babalaos themselves. Oluo themselves. Ask, hey, look, I got this sign. I don't understand it. Can you help me with it? Now, those of you who feel, God forbid, your padrino passed away, Ibaye Layentanu, or something happened, or they move, or they don't talk to you, when you get your sign, go on orula.org. I'm speaking for Santeria. Orula.org. Translate it to English. Look at it. But always confirm with, once again, your Ile. Okay? Because within that sign, there's also things within your spiritual frame, within those Oduns that belong to you. That's why people, oh, I can't tell you my sign. I can't tell you my Santo name because, that might harm me. Everybody is like a fingerprint. We all receive things differently. So please make sure and study your sign. So now let's continue. Orumilla is the great oracle that is in the seat with Olodumare. Now, people may get angry for what I'm saying. Maferefun Orula, some agree, some don't. But Orula will give you messages and guide you to your clear path. Okay, especially when you understand the 16 attributes of Ifa, okay, with all blessings. Now, let's go back to Santeros. Let's go back to Orumilla. Not everybody has to receive, please don't get mad at me, Orumilla before they get crowned. Some people go through Oba Oriate of the head Ile to find out who is the guardian angel to get advice. And that's according to your house. That is just fine. Why do I say that? I have testimony of my son's madrina. She is in blessing. She's very old right now. I know she's probably not going to see this video. I'm not looking for clarity or confirmation. I'm speaking about a beautiful testimony. She is crowned Agayu. Before she went and got crowned in Ocha, she was very sick. She had certain problems with her stomach. And guess what happened? She received Asohano, which is known as San Lazaro, where we receive Asohano, Babaluaye, Echuafra, Nanabaruku. Her sickness went away. Then she went to get crowned, and she is crowned Agayu Orochango with blessings. Now, later on in the years, she received her hand of Ifa. Everybody's life path is different. We need to respect what we received. So do know that this video, I promised that I would also share with you the book. This video was for blessings for you to understand. On Mondays, you can cool your floor. They say that sometimes there's a bad spirit that could be outside of our house or negative energy. Refresh your floor. Omi tutu. Say it simple. Omi tutu. Ona tutu. Tutu ile. Tutu ladoye, tutu ile, ariku babawa. Some people say that. Omi tutu, ona tutu, tutu ile. As long as you ile is your house. Okay, Omi tutu is refreshing the floor. I don't edit my videos. I don't post bullshit. I'm very natural, and I'm there for those who are willing to listen from the heart. Remember to make sure that when you have your own home, if you can get your warriors fed at the door, even better for you. So Elegua knows where he is seated at and lives. The warriors live at the door, okay? With blessings. Some people have to put them in a cabinet. That's fine, as long as they're not in a cage or anything like a jail, or that's fine. Wherever they are received and take care of, there is love. So now I'm going to recommend this book. I love it. Simple, 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 simple. Okay, this particular author, I don't know him personally. He doesn't know me, but I like the way he has his setup with his book. It's very simple. But once again, listen, guys, you have to follow the blessing of your Ile. Never, never disrespect what you have received. Whatever you received was given through love. And if you didn't see it from the beginning, then that's your fault too. You learn from it. The godparent is to love the godchild. When the godchild needs a question, or they have an emergency, or they need answers, whether it's text message, this is the godparent job. But I recommend this book. It's up to you wherever you want to look and how far you want to go. Now, can we receive warriors that are inherited? Yes, I did. In blessings to my padrino of Elegua, Talabi. In blessings, he's given me Agayu, La Pluma before he passed away, and I inherited his warriors. They live at the door, and here they are, okay? So you can inherit. When you inherit warriors like this that are beautiful and that are ancient, and blessings to Talabi, Ibai Tenu, and he's also my Padrino Balokum, okay? My Padrino of Santo is Ochunyemi, Bendición with blessing. Continuing on, let's talk about this. You must take the tears out. When you receive an Orisha, and that Orisha, the person has passed away or died, you must take the tears out. They must be refreshed and so forth. So that's why I try to tell everybody, follow the blessing of your Ile. So now I pray and I hope that you got some knowledge from this. If you have questions, ask first and foremost your Ile. You have questions, comments, you can reach me. People have my phone number, my other phone right here on this platform. So with all blessings to you, Alafia, Aho, I say namaste, and Maferefun Elegua Eshu Oggun, Ochosi Orumilla. First and foremost, Olodumare, God, and may all the Orisha walk with you faithfully. Ache.